Welcome to our Microsoft Office add-ins video tutorial. The Prognoz Platform add-ins for Microsoft Office allow you to use the common Office applications for data analysis. The integration tools support preparation of reports and analytical notes using data contained in a Prognoz Platform repository. Let's consider add-ins for Microsoft Excel. To access the Prognoz Platform capabilities, go to the Prognoz tab on the toolbar. The Table toolbar button places a table representation of a Prognoz Platform data source on the active sheet. To select a data source, connect to the Prognoz Platform data warehouse. Microsoft Excel supports two types of data sources, cubes and time series databases. Now, select the multi-dimensional cube. The sheet now displays data on agricultural added value and GDP growth for world countries over the last 10 years. Once the data source is displayed on the sheet, the Dimensions panel becomes available. It is designed to manage the data source dimensions. You can easily move dimensions between rows, columns, and fixed area. Any change made to the dimensions results in a simultaneous change occurring in the data table. In rows and columns, you can change the order of the dimensions, as well as selection within the dimensions. The Chart button displays data from the data source in a graphical form. Charts are plotted using the Excel charting tools to allow for their flexibility and easy customization. The Map button adds a cartographic view of the data source to the workbook. Excel does not natively support maps, so the map is inserted as an image. Once the selection in the dimensions changes, the map refreshes. Let's consider Microsoft Excel capabilities with a time series database as a data source. In contrast with the cube, the time series database represents data as series rather than points. A data series panel displaying the structure of the data source appears instead of the dimensions panel. The panel allows you to customize the time series tree by defining the sequence of time series attributes and adding or removing dimension filters. Select filtering by South American countries in the territory dictionary and GDP growth as the indicator. Time series data can be displayed in table and graphical forms. The Calculation Results panel displays statistics on the selected data series. Use the Result panel to customize the chart, including changing chart type and chart scale. When data values are modified in the table, the chart automatically updates to reflect the changes. You can save the report in Microsoft Excel format, preserving its connection to the data source. You can open the report on a computer without the Prognoz Platform add-ins. In this case, only the saved data view will be available. Let's consider the Prognoz Platform add-ins for Microsoft Word. To access Prognoz Platform capabilities for Microsoft Word, go to the Prognoz tab on the toolbar. To insert Prognoz Platform data into the document, use Table, Chart, Map, or Expression buttons. Let us connect to the Prognoz Platform data warehouse and select the data source. Then, you need to configure the data source slice. Let's select the GDP growth in South American countries over the last 3 years. The preview area displays a table representation of the slice. The inserted table is a Microsoft Word object, so you can customize it using the native Microsoft Word tools. Similarly, you can insert a chart into the document. Let's customize the chart to plot the GDP growth in Australia and Oceania over the same time period as for the table. The chart will be inserted below the table. Because the chart is a Microsoft Excel object, you can customize it with the Microsoft Office tools. Once a Prognoz Platform object is added to the document, the Report Objects panel and the Controls panel open. The Report Objects panel contains a list of all Prognoz Platform objects added to the document. To allow report data management, you need to add controls. Let's create a control to manage the country's dimension in the chart and link it to the table. The data table is automatically refreshed. Now, the table and the chart display the same data in different representations. When you change the selections in the country's control, the displayed data automatically refreshes. Let's add a text note to the report. You can also add dynamic text fields to the document. For example, insert into the report the maximum value of the indicator. To do so, use the expression object that can be calculated based on the data slices or user-defined formula. Let's define the expression parameters. Select Maximum as the aggregation method. The sheet now displays the maximum indicator value. Let's set number format of the expression. Once selection in the control changes, the expression is updated. The description still has to be changed manually. To avoid it, we can add the names of selected elements to the document. Let's add the list of selected countries to the text note and link the new expression to the country's control. Now, if you change the control value, the document is refreshed completely, including the description, the table, and the chart. Add the document title and format it. You can save the report in Microsoft Word format, preserving its connection to the data source. You can open the report on a computer without the Prognoz Platform add-ins. In this case, only the saved data view will be available. You can create Microsoft PowerPoint presentations using Prognoz Platform repository objects. Prognoz Platform capabilities are accessible using the Prognoz tab in the toolbar. Let's add the data from socioeconomic indices for G8 countries OLAP report to the presentation. Use the Open Report button to add an OLAP report. Connect to the Prognoz Platform repository. Select Socioeconomic Indices for G8 countries OLAP report. The right part of the window allows you to preview the selected object. You can hide the preview area by clicking the Hide Preview button. Add the selected report to the presentation. Note that only the saved report view is inserted. The page now contains a chart reflecting the GDP growth from 2001 to 2006. The Prognoz Platform add-ins allow you to manage the displayed data using controls. You can hide the controls by clicking the Controls button. Now, change the GDP growth to the Agriculture Value Added Indicator. The chart has updated, and its name now reflects the selected indicator. Hide the Controls panel and format the slide. You have customized and formatted an interactive slide that reflects socioeconomic indicators of G8 countries for years 2001 to 2006. You can save the document in a Microsoft PowerPoint format. Connection to the data source will remain. You can open the report on a computer without the Prognoz Platform add-ins. In this case, only the saved data view will be available. The Prognoz Platform add-ins allow you to use Microsoft Excel as a data analysis tool connected to the data warehouse, Microsoft Word as an analytical note designer. You can also insert Prognoz Platform objects into Microsoft PowerPoint presentations. Microsoft Office add-ins video tutorial is over. Thank you for your attention.